Well, Fairfax County Police have just had a very busy summer. They've dealt with it all, from a viral social media moment to a major retail theft bust, back to school safety, and the results of a new traffic enforcement campaign. Joining us now to talk about it all is Chief Kevin Davis. It is so good to have you here.
Hi, Simone. I'm distracted by the Terry McLaren news.
Oh,
I forget what I was going to say.
Are you Commanders fan? Okay,
oh, yeah.
okay.
Lifelong.
Fun
good
to
news.
see this. You came on a good day.
Get them in some pads and start catching footballs.
I love it. All right, we got some news to jump into. I wanted to ask you, Chief, with thousands of federal agents and Guard members now in D.C., are you seeing any impact spill into Fairfax County, either in crime trends or how your department coordinates with federal agencies?
No, it's something we keep an eye on every day, Simone. We're not seeing any impact. You know, I was the police commissioner in the city of Baltimore from 2015 through 2018, and that was a time where we saw a lot of federal law enforcement and even the National Guard come into the city. So I kind of lived through this a decade or so ago, and I think Mayor Bowser, Chief Pam Smith, Terry Cole, they're doing a great job. They're difficult circumstances, but they're doing a great job. And if I'm the mayor and if I'm Pam Smith, the police chief, I'm going to my federal partners every day and saying, hey, here are my hot spots, my outdoor geographies that are prone historically to violent crime. And I'm sure they're doing that, and good things will result.
Anything that you would tell our viewers, your message to Fairfax County residents who, might be a little concerned with the surge that we're seeing across the district, that it signals instability across the region?
Yeah. So what I would say to folks in Fairfax County or anywhere in the National Capital Region is we, local law enforcement, work every day with federal law enforcement. That's nothing new.
Okay.
It's on the news more, it's more overt, you're seeing it up close and personal, but it's not new for local law enforcement to work hand in glove with federal law enforcement. It's a unique circumstance for sure, but there are really responsible, professional people in charge, and they're going to get it right.
Let's talk about something a little bit lighthearted and fun, though. So your department, your very own Tappy has gone viral, which has been fun to see. How did this character really become a social media star, and what was the strategy behind it all?
So Tappy, for your viewers who don't know, and I can't imagine there's many, is a Mickey Mouse hand on a stick. And we use Tappy. Is Tappy up there now?
There we go.
So Tappy points out egregious driving behaviors.
Yes.
And what Tappy does with no voiceover, no sound, is we point at motorists who are driving egregiously irresponsibly, and no words are necessary. So this Mickey Mouse hand points out the obvious. It's really caught on, like, nationally, hundreds of thousands of views. And it's really served a message or a purpose for us, because so far this year, and we're deep into 2025, our pedestrian fatalities, our motor vehicle fatalities are down significantly. So
that's amazing. So
we're gonna credit Tappy for a big piece of that, and our cops.
We need one on how to drive through a circle. I don't know if you guys can do that. We'd love to see it.
We'll work on it. So I'll talk to Tappy as soon as I get back.
That'd be super fun. All right. Now, your team just busted a crew tied to a $20,000 shoplifting spree in Reston. How organized was this operation? I think our viewers would benefit from understanding, some of the logistics, and how big of a deal is this?
So organized retail crime is increasing across the country for the last several years. So they'll go into a place like they did recently in Fairfax County, a Home Depot. We've all probably been in our local Home Depot. Some of the high-end power tools are kept in a protected status. It makes it more difficult to get to them. Sure. But they'll engage in distraction techniques. They'll ask an employee at the store if they could see, touch, feel, check out the merchandise, and then they'll take off with it. But Home Depot, to their credit, a great partner like so many others, has a dedicated loss management personnel who work hand in glove with our cops. And thanks to their commitment, we were able to charge, I think, at least 6 people with felony crimes. But it's increasing.
Okay, before we let you go, and quickly, with thousands of kids heading back to class this week, what is the department doing just to keep school zones safe, and what should parents be watching for?
Well, I touched a little bit on pedestrian safety. October, and we're literally, and I can't believe it, only a month away from October.
Right.
October, historically, without fail, sees the most non-fatal and fatal pedestrian crashes. So if I had to tell parents one thing, as opposed to giving you a top 10 list in the interest of time, make sure your kids dress in a way that they're visible, particularly in the early morning hours where it's still dark out.
Okay.
So have some type of reflection on on the backpacks of your kids, on their clothing, soon their jackets, and make sure they're really, really visible.
Okay. Headphones out too, maybe if possible, things like that.
Headphones out. I still call them Walkmans.
Walkman.
Yeah,
Hey,
take your Walkmans off.
they are not going to know what you're talking about if you say that to a kid. All right, Fairfax County Police Chief Kevin Davis, thank you for the conversation. We appreciate your time
Thanks,
today.
Samantha.
All right.